Blam. Let me stop. How y'all doing? I was just thinking, mind tactics. Mind tactics. The things that people do when they do mind tactics. Give a shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Also, shout out to my friends, my manager, Nicola Coleman. Foot Soldier, how you doing? Unknown Woman, how you doing? I want to talk about mind tactics, okay? You got mind tactics everywhere. Excuse me, y'all. Especially on the job. You go to work, as usual. You do what you're supposed to do. Nothing wrong with that. And you get to the point that you come in and you do a job and people lie to you. Sometimes people lie on you. But a lot of times you go to work and you thinking, oh man, I'm doing a good job. And you know you're doing a good job. I deserve that promotion. Your boss talking to you and everything. Think you're going to get that promotion. You ain't getting it. Somebody else is. Because when you come to work, you speak your mind and you doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? And you read the books, the little pamphlet, I told y'all about, you got to read your books and pamphlets, whatever they give you, and then do's and don'ts and harassment and all that. But see, the problem is you read the book, you study into it, reading it, and following it. Ain't nobody doing it. You go around, sometimes you try to go around and correct people. Hey, you ain't supposed, no. I understand it. You leave it alone. A lot of times when you had these little trials or had these little meetings or interviews about why did you do this and why did you do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. You don't beat your coworker in the head with that. When it comes to the supervisor being unfairly, then you let them know. Then you also let them know that according to the bylaws, you say you got to be on time and you got to have, especially if you're on the point system, okay? Especially when you're on the point system. And when you're not going by the rules, how in the world you going to get a raise? Matter of fact, how are you getting a promotion? That's not fair. You getting a promotion over me, I've been here longer. Mind tactic, watch this. Well, he had an education, higher education. But that's still not fair. According to the rules, it's called seniority. I got more seniority than he do. Plus, I come to the job more than he do. Favoritism. If you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're attractive, you would get the promotion. You would get the promotion. If you're not attractive, you would not get the promotion. That's just how it is. You could be a group and all y'all singing. The one with the baddest body, the prettiest face, is the one to be the lead singer. But the other one that don't look so good, she don't get to, she's the best singer, but she don't get the lead. She got to sing backup. And she can't lead the group unless she under contract. That's why we got to read our own stuff. Mind tactics. Or you can call it mind manipulation. You can call it what you want. I'm just saying. You get out here, you try to do the best you can on the job. You got to understand. That's why they said go to school to get an education. There's nothing wrong with that. When you get on the job, now you can make a job a career depending on what the job is. Because you can become a busboy at a grocery store, you're going to end up owning that grocery store and 3 more like it. And you still got paid, right? Right. You want to be a manager. You've been working at that grocery store for a long time. They won't give it to you because of the color of your skin. They ain't thinking about your work ability or how attractive you are. That's what they looking at. I'm trying to tell you. Mind manipulation. Y'all got to be careful. Mind manipulation is something that is very, very serious. Just saying. You got to be working on the job. You come and get this person. You tell me to train him to be my boss. Don't look right. Mind tactics. Don't look right. How come I'm going to train him? And my thing is, how come you don't train him? According to the rules, if I'm training, I get an extra pay, right? Well, we got a new book and they're going to slide another book to you. It's updated. Do you wish to train him? Do I still get paid? Well, according to the new book, you don't. Do you want to train him? You just tell him, no, I refuse to. You're not being messy, you're not being low down, you're just saying, I refuse to train him. Because actually the supervisor really supposed to do the training. Now, sometimes you have a second in command, but actually sometimes the supervisor train because we want to make sure everything done right. Mind manipulation. They smile in your face all the time. They're trying to take your place to backstabbers. Your own supervisor stabbed you in the back. Your own supervisor left you out high and dry. Somebody stole something, then they try to put it on you. It's on your books, but I didn't do it. Yes, you did. You stole. Then you found out somebody lied. You lost your job because of that. You see what I'm saying? You got to watch. And if you're on a job and folks are setting you up to get the drop, supervisors and managers can do the same thing. Can set you up for the drop. Sometimes you have to leave and find you something else. Or unless you want to get a lawyer and do the due diligence. Mind manipulation. It's a bad thing. Mind tactics. Boy, they do it to you. I'm going to tell you about mind tactics. They tell you something that ain't true about somebody said this about you. And you start being upset. You're a manager. You get upset because the other managers talked about you. But I ain't did nothing. They're going to talk about me. Why they always doing? You don't worry about that. You keep moving on until the big boss come and say something to you. Then you if you don't know for sure they saying something, or if you told them something and they went back and told somebody, a lot of times back off from them folks. Don't deal with them. Back off from them. You pray for them. You still love them, but you back off of them. If they ask you a question, sometimes you have to let them know. Mind tactics. That's what they do. You take your car to get it fixed, ladies, and some men. New car running good. Something go wrong. You take it to the mechanic shop. Oh man, this was wrong with it. You found out, oh, that's what's wrong with it. Okay. But you having to go in there because that's why they want you. Well, we want y'all to go sit in there so we won't, that's insurance. Mm-hmm. Y'all, that's the policy. Y'all got to go sit in there. At the same time, they're going in there taking a part off your car to put on somebody else's car and make it seem like this was the problem is. It ain't. Then you got to bring it back. The problem is you got to keep bringing it back. You didn't spend all that time bringing it back. Mind tactic. Wasn't nothing wrong with your car. He just took an important part off your car to put on somebody else's car. Now they car running. They buddy. They friends. They don't care about right and wrong. They looking at their buddies. Corruption is all around us, especially the mind corruption. You turn around and you tell a judge, "Oh, judge, it was only $50,000 in there." Found out it was $70,000 in there. Some of the men that call themselves the law went in there and stole that money. Ask yourself a question: When you when the law comes in and raids somebody's house of drugs, alcohol, and steal their money, where that money go? Does it go to worthy cause? Where did that money actually go? Because if you steal that money, are you guilty of stealing? Who money is it? But they were wrong for doing it. You're right, they wrong. But you stole it. The lies they tell you. That's why they say you gotta read. Read for yourself. If people sit up there and they just lie. Sometimes the books be lying too. Mind tactics. The girl think that you are handsome guys. And you think she all into you. She bring you cookies. You know. She ain't got to give you the kiss. She tell you little nice things. Smiling at you all the time. Sometimes you got to watch it. They setting you up. Mm-hmm. You got to watch it because you think that person like you, but they just be dragging you on. You got to watch it. And when they drag you on, then you have to say, wait a minute. And actually, this is serious. If the woman don't call you, she's not interested. I know somebody believe in the Steve Urkel effect, but that rarely happens. When you come after a person and they don't call you or don't talk to you as much, but you always initiate it, you always calling, always talking, stop and think, oh, you don't call me, you don't talk back to me, you don't say nothing to me. Don't waste your time. It's a mind tactic. Want to get things out of you, stop buying them food. Stop bringing food to the job. It happens. I did it, of course. Don't make me no sucker. When you do it, you do it 1 or 2 times. Then you stop. You back off. How come you don't come around? You don't even speak. You gave up on me. I like when a man pursue me. No, I ain't even do all that. If I put an application in and you don't respond to the application, look for another job. You don't keep running up behind these females. Mm-mm. Mind tactic. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk bad to you when they find out you like them. They'll talk bad to you and try to treat you a certain way or treat you bad, really. But when it's the good-looking guy, they won't treat him like that. They give him money. They kiss up to him. They'll take your money and give it to him. That's funny, ain't it? No, it's not. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurt. He be all right. When you learn, when you know, you learn, okay. But when you keep doing it, it makes you a fool, a fish-eyed fool. Don't do it. Stop. Back up. Can you buy me something? Can you buy me something? Can you buy me something for my birthday? Can you cook me something? Can you take me to well, what about the dude that hurt you? Matter of fact, the guy that you made intercourses with, you get him on, get him. It's just a yes or no. Oh, okay, no, and keep going. Because I hate when they say that ain't got nothing to do. You didn't have to say all that. You don't tell me what to say. It's your mind. Just like you get on the YouTube and you playing around, play games on YouTube. Everybody do it. Everybody do it. You hear people talk about it. Certain people win. Certain people in a certain group, they win. And when they win, what happens? They win all the time. Like, oh, what's going on again? Oh man, what's going? You playing? You ain't thinking. You ain't catching on nothing. Yeah, what? Oh man, she won too. How many times? She won a lot. Well, okay, go ahead. You know, you doing it for the fun. You having fun. Everybody talking, laughing, but you never win. See, all games are not scamming. All games. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just saying. This is in general. Please don't think Eric Brown is talking about nobody else. So, no, all games are not the same. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just saying in general. Mind tactics, because sometimes people, where they put their money at and the money is not used correctly, that's a scam. If somebody spend money on you to go to a certain city or buy you some clothes or buy you some food or buy you a ride and you use the money for something else, that's a scam. Whether you like it or you don't like it. Because people been doing this before Eric Brown came up on the scene. Because see, a lot of times people play these games and then they make up somebody and next thing you know, who is that person? I never seen that person. Everybody come in that normally come in your chat. But then here's some new people come in. Oh, who is this person? And you don't see them people no more. Sometimes when you have a game, say I might have it through my trusted people. The people that mess with me, them the ones that's playing. The ones that not playing, the ones that don't come in here don't get to play. But when money is involved, a lot of times people don't care about that. They care about that dollar. Then you got to find out who's running these games. Somebody said that what you call been talking about you and your feelings get hurt. That's your mind that get hurt. With your feelings, that's your body, that's your mind. You get hurt because somebody hurt your feelings. Somebody talked about my child. Somebody talked about your child. Someone made fun of my kid. And then next thing you know, you lied. When you show pictures on here of your family, people gonna talk bad and rag them. Don't show your family on here. Don't show your kid's picture on here. People, you have a private chat and people download. You got to find, wait a minute, who is it? Then you got to write down, wait a minute, I only have 3 people in my chat that's in a private chat. Now, I don't do private chats. I'm just saying. You see, your mind, people try to manipulate you and make fun of you and think it's funny. Don't realize it's finna come back on you. It hurts. It hurts. We all supposed to be cool. We all in the group. We supposed to be cool. Then y'all doing some side slick stuff. And then everybody think all of us are in it. No, I didn't know nothing about that. You part of the group? No, I didn't know nothing about that. You had to back off. I'm not being subliminal to nobody. I'm just speaking in general because everything I say, people think I'm subliminal. They've been doing this a lot longer. Look, let me tell you something. The leaders that we read about in these history books been doing the same thing that the people all on the YouTube, Facebook, all on these social medias, They do the same thing them folks do. They just got money, and they do a lot of things because they make a lot of unfair laws, but they don't follow them. You tell me, now another thing about a mind tactic of a man. Okay, mind tactics of a man. I'm gonna build a wall to keep people out. Now you can't. The man got good, the man got bad. But how you gonna keep out the internationals when your friends are hiring them to come in this country illegally to build the hotel, to build some homes? But when they want to try to get one of the homes or get into one of the hotels, no, we're not allowing you in here, but you can build it. I was looking at a movie. What's the name of the movie? I think it was 2012. Some of these people was building this art, but it wasn't for you. It was for the rich, the highly rich. And man, I tell you, it was nice. But when some people try to get on, the people that built it, you kick them and you knock them down. They can't get on. But the rich, they can get on. They paid for it. They just pay for your labor. They don't care what happened to you. They don't realize a lot of times, well, since we did this and since we got rid of some of them other folk, now we got to build homes and stuff. Oh, we should have let some of them on here. We got to build the homes ourselves. How many highly rich people you know actually highly up there rich now? Not just the rich, but the highly up there tycoon type people. I bet you the secret tycoon. I bet he got people. I bet you got some of his people up there that's gonna build his home for him. Who gonna build my home for me? You ain't that poor person. You ain't that rich person no more. Cause guess what? You done killed off the laborers. You done fired all the laborers. You took all their money and everything. You did them wrong. Now you by yourself. You got to treat people with love. See, the mind tactics is just ain't cool. Oh, we cool. I'm gonna give you a wrench. Yeah, you cool, and you talking about that person. You talking about a mod real bad. Eventually, you take the wrench away from them. You take their wrench away from them. They've been faithful, ain't did nothing to you, but you took their wrench from them. You talk bad about these folks, saying these folks prejudice, then you get them a wrench in your chat. You talk bad to these folks, but you give them a wrench in your chat, and you're like, I'm confused. Sometimes you have to back up. You ain't gotta type in the chat. You just sit there and look. Sometimes you just say, okay, I'm gonna stop looking. Before you know it, everybody else start talking bad about it. I'm telling you, people use their minds to get what they want. That's all. To make you feel like they care about you and they like you, and at the same time, they are stabbing you in the back. At the same time, they recording you. At the same time, they putting your what they call it receipts. They putting your emails and stuff out here. They call it receipts. But why would you got to do that to who? You ain't got to explain that to nobody. They don't want to be in your fine. Bye. You ain't got to get. But when it's private, it's private. You get mad with somebody and you spill their guts. You spill your guts on them. Mind manipulation. You dog the person out that ain't did nothing to you. But the person that'll go straight up head to head with you and put videos out there on you, you ain't gonna mess with that person. Mind tactics. Teacher, she teach a class and she tells the truth. She tells you about American history, how some things are in error. Child, go home. Tell your mom and dad, talk to them about it. Mom and daddy goes down to the school, come to the school and talk to the principal. They call a teacher down there, ask her what she teaching. Now her job is to teach. Her job is not to tell the truth. Oh, wait a minute, Eric Brown, what you saying? Her job is to teach what they got, not to go down there and destroy what they got and find out the teacher's telling the truth. Then there's a situation. She gets suspended and she loses her job. Blackballed. Can she get black? She can be blackballed. But she told the truth. Now, if she get a lawyer and prove her case, she can sue the school system. Hold up, y'all. I'm back. Yeah, I'm just saying, y'all. You gonna fire that teacher. Use your mind. Mind manipulation. You gonna fire that teacher and you saying she lying. But through it all, she told the truth. You steal money out of her paycheck and say, oh, you ain't do this many hours. Nope, you didn't do this many hours. What you mean I ain't do that many hours? Well, according to this, your FMLA, you don't have that. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. No, you gotta have this amount of hours. No. Look at my check stub. Look at my hours. Look at my hours, what I get paid for. But look at my hours. And you be like, wait a minute. Hold up. Well, there'll be an error. No, it's not. Then you say, I'm going to take it to the board. That's why y'all got to step out your comfort zone and go tell them other folks and show them. Guess what? Find out that you won your case. Guess what? The folk, the managers, them, because you got the other employees, they getting all this FMLA, but they gave your FMLA mind manipulation, trickery. They gave your FMLA to that other person and said that you ain't got it. They dogging you out. You know why they dogging you out? I'm going to tell you why they dogging you out. Because you read the book. Things that you telling them what's in the book is what they wrote. They okayed it. You got a leg to stand on. When you go to the job, think with your mind. Try your best to read what's being said. Listen at these meetings because they use trick words and you don't catch on. They tell you, this is an open door policy. You got a problem, you can come see me anytime. Technically, they don't want you to do that. Some people don't catch on to that. So when something happens and you go to them, that's a head people, watch this. Watch the lie they gonna tell you. Did you go to your manager? Yeah, you're supposed to go to your manager, change the command. Nope, that ain't what was said in the meeting. The man said this is an open door policy. I can come, if I got a problem, come to him at any time. Because when I come to my supervisor, he ignore me. She ignore me. So I don't know what to do. Go to the manager. Is there a problem? And then when I go up, guess what? They come to me. Why y'all coming to me when I... At first when I told y'all about it, y'all didn't want to hear it. So I stopped coming to y'all about anything. So any problem I got, I just go to him. It says it in the book. And matter of fact, we had a meeting on it. And we asked him, does the rules apply to me? Does it apply to the salary people? Does it apply? Who does it apply? It apply to all of us? That means even you too, right? Oh, okay. That's all I want to know. They get mad at you. You come to work on time. You putting out the production. Co-workers looking at you trying to plot to say, oh, well, he did this, he did that. Where is it at on camera? That's just y'all against my word. You said I did something. You said I stole something. Or you grabbed it and put it next to my car. I ain't stole nothing. The footage show me walking to my car. It show you walking and you dropped something and then what? Come on, y'all. Making me think I'm wrong. You get in a room full of people, big wigs. You get in there with the big wigs. When you go into a meeting full of folks, the first thing you do is you speak. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Mr. Wilson, Mr. James, Mr. Albert. Hey, how you doing? Mr. Brown, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Washington, Mr. Terrell. How y'all doing? Hey, Mr. You naming all of them that's in there. If you want to record it, this the words you can use. This meeting, is it monitored? This meeting is monitored for quality assurance. Some of them know what it is, some of them don't. Mm-hmm. You got to protect yourself at all costs. Because I'm going to tell y'all, these folks get out here, they do stuff, they try to take your money, try to use you. Oh, man, put your money over here in this stock. Put your money, man, this stock, well, okay, you ain't thinking, you don't know. You putting your money over there and you losing all your money. Where your money going after you lost it? To dude over here. You got to pay attention. Watch. You said, just like going in the jungle, just like the Green Berets, they got to walk through there and they got to look for booby traps. That's life. Walking in neighborhoods. Walking, you taking up a business with somebody. You invested in somebody. You got to watch everything. Because somebody try to come with the okie doke. You got to get signatures. Yeah, you got to write down things. You got to get signatures. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, everybody ain't a fancy talker. He's just a talker. He's just talking layman terms. He's just talking the best way he know and things that